Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Tarot from the Divine. I'm here with your Angels, Demons, and Soul Contracts, episode number 3. Now, who we're talking about today is Yeliel and then Agares. So Yeliel is, let me get what he's about. He is a seraphim, and the seraphim, one of these days I'm going to do just a video on how this oracle deck works. But he is a seraphim, and the seraphim are the highest rank of angels. The choir of seraphim are 6 winged beings that fly around the throne of God. Okay, and like I said here in another video, I'll read how the Kabbalistic angels and the 72 goetic demons, their rankings and how they came to be where they are now. Sort of, you'll understand it when I do the video. Anyway, Yeliel is a seraphim. He's the helping God. Those born under Yeliel's influence have a cheerful spirit and agreeable and kind manners, and are also passionate in sex. Yeliel will help calm popular sedition and obtain victory over those who would attack you unjustly. Okay, and he brings love and wisdom. If you look at that, try to get it up here where you can see it. Okay, love and wisdom. So he's going to bring that with, and in your soul contracts, okay, so option A, he's going to try and bring you love and wisdom. He's going to try and be, teach you manners, and to be cheerful, and obtain victory over those who attack you unjustly. However, if you are in option A, chances are you are going to be doing some of the attacking and some of the, because option A, you are doing what you want, right? Regardless of right, wrong, morals, and ethics. And you're not going to receive karma really until the end, so you don't really care. You're just going to go through and do what you want, and deal with it later. Then we have option B, which he is going to try and help you with all of this too, because this is the pay-as-you-go option. You build up good karma to offset the playtime. So he's going to try and keep you building up your good karma as much as possible to build up your playtime, because when you're playing, sometimes you have to play dirty, and sometimes you have to use up some of your good karma to offset some of the stuff that you're doing. So when you see people walking a balance, they're trying to offset their, and some people have a karmic, I guess it's a scale that they've kind of made up for every bad deed that you do, you have to do 3 good ones. Okay, and that's how you offset your bad karma. So you have to be good most of the time, but then that will allow you to do 1 or 2 bad deeds, and then you go back to being good. And it kind of works, but it's not exactly how karma works. But that's how they do it. 1 bad deed, 3 good deeds, or 4 good deeds, or whatever. So that's the option B, people. And this is the most popular, so you're going to see most people doing this. And it's okay. I mean, it's going to, for some stuff it's going to balance out. But it depends on how bad the bad deed is. And then you have to do 3 good deeds. And it's not, if you do a big bad deed, then you have to do 3 even bigger good deeds. And then option C, he's going to really try to help you to maintain a cheerful attitude, to try and, keep your spirits up even when you're attacked unjustly. He's going to try and help, but you're probably going to have to ask for the help, because they can't step in and, free will and all of that. You have to ask for their help. So if you're an option C person, which is pay now and play later, you're accepting all of this bad karma, and people are using you as a dumping ground, and they're projecting on you and doing all of this. You can ask your angels to step in and help, and they will. But the demons, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute, are attacking you relentlessly in this lifetime if you are doing an option C plan. All right. And the lesson plan, option A, the angels will try to give you options and the demons will tempt you. You will be very busy playing, not very interested in the options. Okay, either from the angels or the demons. I mean, the demons are going to be going around making suggestions, and you're going to decide if it sounds like a good idea or not, and if you think you can get away with it and all of that. And the angels are going to be in the back of your head going, well, maybe that's not such a great idea, and you're like, never mind, I'll deal with it later. All right, that's the later plan. Option B is the now plan. You're dealing with it now. You deal with everything now in the current time frame. And it's the most popular plan. Angels will be heavily involved, giving you opportunities to learn lessons, while demons will give you challenges to put you in karmic debt. Okay. Option A and option B are definitely the most popular. And then option C is, I'll take everything, throw it at me. Throw it at me. And if I survive, then look out. And that's option C. Pay now and play later. And they don't want you to play later because they are doing everything to you now. So they want you to pay, build up your karmic debt, and then they want to remove you or put you in prison or do stuff like that to try to replace you, and then they receive your good karma. They get your reward, and that's their plan. So you have to, learn to offset that. And this is when you will ask your angels to help you, to protect you, to do all of that. Okay? So that's the angel side, Yeliel. Okay? And now we have Agares. And Agares, he brings immorality. Isn't that nice? Immorality. So things that are immoral, he's going to do, the option A. He's going to try and get you to do all kinds of immoral stuff that's going to put you into deep, deep karmic debt that you may never, ever get out of, okay? He's the second spirit, and he's a duke. And a duke is, let's see here. Let me find it. Hang on. The many angels who joined the rebellion after seeing how many of the higher and more powerful angels had already begun the assault against the throne of the Almighty. So he's a joiner. Okay, he's one of those that sees what's happening. Oh, it looks like this team is going to win. I'm going to join them. Okay, so he's a joiner. And he's a duke under the power of the East, who appears in the form of an old fair-haired man riding upon a crocodile and carrying a goshawk upon his fist. Despite this, he is mild in appearance. Agares makes people run who stand still and brings back runaways. He teaches all languages or tongues in existence and has the power to destroy both spiritual and temporal dignities. He also causes earthquakes. Agares was of the order of virtues and has under his government 31 legions of spirits. Okay? So he's a pretty powerful dude. And with all of the earthquakes that have been happening lately, I'm wondering if he's not out and about doing stuff. And, Yeliel may have to rein him in here pretty soon. And remember, if, these demons come to you in your dreams, and you start having dreams about some of this stuff, or, someone that looks kind of like this, I mean, that's not an exact replica, obviously, but, you see someone riding on a crocodile, a fair-haired man, so that would make him blonde or gray. Coming from the east, and he's mild in appearance. He doesn't look big and scary. It's just like, oh, okay, who's that? So if someone like this approaches you in your dreams, then you need to contact someone who knows how to fight this person, or you need to learn psychic self-defense on how to get rid of them, how to send them away, how to block them, banish them, do all of that, okay? And you can also call upon the angel that has dominion over him, and tell them that, he's bothering you, and for them to please remove him from your energy, okay? So, and I do know how to do these things that I've mentioned, but I'm not, promoting anything. It's just that I do know how to do these things. So if you have questions, please email me. I've been having this in my dreams, and I don't know what to do, or someone's been coming to me in my dreams, and I've been having to fight, and I lose, and then things happen, and all of this, and you're under spiritual or psychic attack, okay? So you need to learn self-defense. You need to learn how to stop that. When they come, you need to learn how to get rid of them, how to send them away, how to, what to do if this happens. It's, simple. And like I said, I give free consultations. If you want actual classes, of course there would be a small fee for that, but I don't even have any classes lined up. I pretty much give free consultations because I'm here to help you. I'm here to assist you. I'm here to, help you protect yourself and teach you how to communicate. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. So in Plan A, Agari's little sweetheart that he is, Plan A, he's going to, like I said, he's going to tempt you with immorality, all of the immoral deeds. He's going to tempt you with it. Well, you're in this plan, and they won't tell you what plan you're in, but they'll say, you probably won't have to do anything until later. You can make up for it later. But do it now. Take the pleasure, and, don't worry about it until later. Okay. That's the later plan. The do it now plan is option B. And he's going to tempt you with all of this stuff, and he's going to say, well, if you do this, it's not that bad. You'll be able to make up for it. It's not that bad, But what he does is he might get you in with something that's not that bad, but then the situation can escalate and turn into something very bad, and then you're in karmic debt, and you really have to work to get out of karmic debt. Believe me, it's not easy. And then option C is pay now, play later. He's going to tempt you and say, this life is messed up anyway, so you may as well just go ahead and do what you want, because your life's all messed up, and so if you do this stuff, then you'll be able to join them, and then your life won't be messed up, and it'll get better. And that will be his argument. Do it now. Join them, and then your life will get better because you can be around them, and they'll help your life get better. And then when the end comes, though, any good karma that you have stored up. You can actually end up in bad karmic debt with this plan. If you don't keep your wits about you, you can end up in a lot of karmic debt, even worse than A. So that's something to consider. And then again, we have the life lesson plan. So option A, he's going to tempt you. He's going to tell you, you're not having anything happen to you. You must be blessed or something. So you don't have anything happening to you. So why not do whatever you want? Do everything you want. And then at the end you find out that you got to pay for everything that you've done. And B is do it now or do it later, do it all now. Well, that's it's not that bad. And then he escalates the situation to make it that bad and puts you into karmic debt. That's their job, is to put you into karmic debt. That's their job. And then option C, pay now. Well, everything's all messed up for you anyway. And we're just going to, why don't you just go join them and, be like them. And they're not getting karma either. So, be like them. And then he's trying to take away any karma, any good karma, which is also called dharma. But any good karma credits that you have, he's trying to use them up for you. Make you use them so that you don't have any. You may even be in debt by the time you're done. That's the most danger about Plan C, is you can end up way worse than you started off. So anyway, that's your message today. I hope it helps. Please contact me if you have any questions or issues. It's all in confidentiality. I don't reveal anything to anyone else, so you don't have to worry about me talking about it to anybody, because I don't. That's part of my agreement. Somebody comes to me, it's in confidentiality. So that's it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Please share with your friends and family. And I hope that you have a great day.